molto más del gioco degli Antoni, ma mi prenderò, si guarda no, anche il gioco di tutte le attività, di come sono 9 secoli, anche the spirit, the heart, the liver, and brain. You know, we have to use everything to create art. So we have the whole section with the drawing. You can make a drawing that could be a masterpiece. This is why when you see a drawing, you have in your brain this divine proportion. You have it just now. You're born with it. We have to develop. Now, you see painting that it's only painting like if somebody throws them, or somebody with a brush, or with a palinata, in a plain push, but it has not composition. Even it's painting by alone, nothing having, you see this has no theme, has no strength, has no drawing, has not Latin degree, has nothing. But if this painting has composition, it is an art. This is what the late masters have found, that with composition is all that we need to complement with something. Now, you see, not explaining nothing in drawing, just black and white, degrees, and different parts. But it is as composition. It is an art. So we have it. Now, if you have a theme, tema, theme?
Yeah.
Theme, you have composition, you are okay. What you need, drawing, or color, or black and white. As you see, we can, if we have this all together with the composition, this is a marvelous masterpiece of what they made Leonardo, Da Vinci, Raphael, Michelangelo, Rembrandt, Goya. All these greatest painters of the past and even of the last century, Cézanne was the best composer in the last century. Today, in this century, we have Picasso. Can you believe Picasso? You see, I don't know. People ask me, I don't understand Picasso. What I have to do to learn? You have to use the painting. You don't see the painting. If you don't use it, your eye will not grow up. For to listen classical music. You know what means classic? Classic is classic. Classic, that thing that has classic. In other words, it's the best. So classic music is, when you listen to classic music, maybe you like more rock, more pop, more whatever it is, modern music. Modern means more on time, just on time. It's on fashion, it's modern. This is what this music is supposed to use for today. But there is another music that you will hear, and the one that you hear now, I congratulate you. Because, you know, when I have read that this is for all people. This is not for me. I like the fashion music. But the classic music you will hear, and you will discover that when you, by example, Tchaikovsky, which is 1812 symphony, when you hear that, you see the people finding in them how they prepare the salary, the drums, and everything, starting and going, and then you hear this boom flowing in the music. Then you will see how they want for love. Because they want, when they go to the Russia, they lost. That was the Russian who composed the song. But you are hearing this with the music, and your ears will have to be open. This is the same with the painting. And the painting, the masterpieces that you have to observe, you will discover that the painting has a color, has a composition, has different colors, has symmetry, has is not only to have the perspective, is not only to have to do drawing, is not to have, but you have to have the perspective. And you have to see the feeling of the painting. For example, this, I make this a little here. If you see spaces, and you don't see this, you will see the figure of the Harvard here. And the color here, and just here, for your imagination. Because I have the idea that if I have just pot, a clay pot, I will be joined, you and we, as Mexican, as American, together we have harmony and happiness. This is why I join them, because there is a time in Mexico who says everything fits in a jar, in clay jar, if we are harmony, if we are in love. En español se dice, todo cabe en un jarrito sabiéndolo acomodar. This is also an old saying. This is what I use it for to make these courses for the Saturday, which you in Mexico make the parade or make the energy. But in addition, it has composition. Then you will discover what I did it on this. After I tell you, I show you the masterpiece. Well, to understand art, you have to read. To understand ballet, you have to see. When you see the ballet, it's not the movement circus dance. They Arabic. They make every end of the movement they make. If you see them moving, you will see like a light in the discotheque. You see figures Arabic both together or alone. Now, when you think the theater, because I think that I am speaking to the person who like theater, so they have an important person and a second person, and they make the whole history the company of the other person. But the important one, the hero or the tragedy or whatever it is, if you see an opera or if you see a theater movie, you will see always the first personal and the second personal and at last the chorus. So this is what the painting has to be made, and you will see all the paintings we have to use. Poetry is not to write down that I love you, that I love the tree, or that. No, poetry has to adjust words that sound musical and telling and composing. And the poets that you see here, they know that you have to learn how to write. You express the feeling, but you have to make it right to be song or to be some poet, whatever. Everything has to be on mathematical way. The theater, the ballet, the music, the painting. Can you imagine that the paintings we are mathematical? Yes, because we use the whole section. The multiplication of the altitude and divide it by 3.18. Then you have the mass of the whole section. And then you measure the long, and you will have to multiply the amount of the long and to multiply by 3.18. Anyway, I have a comma with that and then I can translate it. Now we are going to see a slide, and if you have a question before, I will try. There is not a person who knows that can answer the question, so I will try to answer one or two. You see this painting. This one of the major symbols painted on the Middle Age. This is Rafael Sancho. They call the divine painter. This master, I saw this painting in the Vatican, and in San Peter Church in Rome. So when you enter to the door, you can see in the Vatican, and then you see on the left side this painting. Nothing, because this is the original. You saw small size, the painting stuff is this. But when I discovered quality in the glass, I was so enchanted that I wanted to translate this to you. Because every painting has something to read. I told you about the tradition. That is maybe the simple. When you see this painting, then you are seeing the figures, how they are moving, how they are painted. Don't use to make this thing kind like this. We always use some sculpture. I don't know the translation of a sculpture. If you don't see flat, you see from side. For example, to make a face like this, a figure like this, foreshortening. Well, thank you. This is what foreshortening. This is different. If you see it kind like this, any child can do it. But if you make like this, only a man, only who knows to draw. This is why we have to make always a movement, because they have no class. So you move to this maybe, but what is the back? This is what is the back. You see, this is the horse, then the chalice. In the figure. So you see, in the middle, this is Christ, and the other apostles, they are around him. This is not only what he has. It's not the good idea that he has the honor and the chalice. You see, that's how. This is the garden. And here we have the chalice. Even the rain, you see, this is that. Including the figure. But it has to be expressed. It's not obvious. All the obvious is not good for you see here now that's the master. What he does, he also has this point is all there. We start from here to here, we come to here. And multiplying is 1.18. All from here to here. And this side is also, I measure this, and I will have this point. This is the object. Now, multiplying, I'll play with this. All the time, you see, all the lines drop. Do you understand what I mean? This is the greatest thing, because they are adjusting. It's not an accident that this line is crossed with this, or this line is like this, or this line is here, or this is here, you know? Always follow the line with your hand. You know, when I want to see, I use my hand with the pen that I don't know. I use my hand, I use this page for a pen, I do, and I know it is adjusted or not. If it's not or not, then what they do. Because you will see all the masters when she is finished. See, look in this line, apparently you don't see them, but if we come back, we can see it's here. Or this one. Everything is adjusted in such a way that I demand all the generations that have passed. This is why the masterpiece is always the masterpiece. Now we have another thing. You know, the symmetry the symmetry has a relation with us. We are symmetrically, almost symmetrically composed, but they are not symmetrical. If you see your hands, they are not alike. They are different. If you see your eyes, one eye is different to the other. And the nose, this is different from the other side. The mouth is different in all of it. And you know, we love the beauty because the beauty is like to us. The Chinese have to like for the Chinese they think that it is the most beautiful thing in the world. You have to love the person who are like you. Just with the beauty. This is why you cannot describe the beauty. Because the beauty is the small difference between one color from here, or here, or the hand. Somebody, unfortunately, they have more distance. But we have the shoes different. We could see in the shoes. We have to prove, I don't know, the left or the right immediately, because if this is right, then the other will fit. Because we don't have the same size in the foot, in the feet. Well, if we recognize that we are not symmetrically, the painter knows that, and he has to make things to the human. So you will see the half here. This is the half of the painting. So we have the symmetry here, and here. But remember, it has to be correctly made, because you will not, you will see this in your standing, also this one, will come here, with something here, and we have here. But here, you have a dark and a clear figure who are involved by this circle. And this is also balancing, you know, for a way to describe it, to make the symmetry on this painting. It's a very, very fine feel. But here is how I depict in the drawing. What he made. He made this dark, this clear, and this red. Also this red and this red. This is the color, and what he is playing with the game of color. I bet this is not the same color of this, or that one. And here are all. So the color is distributed in all the paintings, like this. There is no play gamma. So the music also has a note, black, red, green, or black. You know, you have here, there is the minuet to fa mayor or fa menor. But this is what the painting is. This is painted on yellow and red with the pattern of the one. But originally, there is not other color than red and one. yellow, primary. Which is more important? The yellow, because all the yellow is smaller. With a small tube. This is very good. Now, when you get painting, try to be carefully seen. Another recommendation. Don't enter to a museum, to a gallery, seeing the painting like if you are reading the book in a library. Don't look that way. I see lines of people in London, or in London, or in Germany, or in Rome, and the lines see the paintings like this. They don't see nothing. They cannot see nothing. What they are looking for? The name, the title. You can approach to see the title and the technique, but you have to see them private, as far as you like to make it, because every time that you move, the painting will appear better and better. If you are very close, you will see just a part of it. But if you are in the one day in anything, I'm told about in Canada, they were at the Picasso show. And when I see, I saw the dog over there, and a painting in the end. Oh, what is beautiful. I come here, and I see like Picasso did, but far away it's different. So you have to go in several different. In the museum, in the gallery, there is a bench in the middle. It's not for to rest, it's for to see. Maybe you are touching because we are tired already. But in addition, you don't go to any painting that you don't like. This is another thing. See what you like. So what is the best is what you like. You know why? Because very soon you will have opened the eye, your mind, your test, the right way. You know, one day I said, they have headline my comment, because I said that the culture of the people is yesterday by what he can in his home. You see what they can. Really helpful. This is the culture that the person has. What they hang on the page, on the wall. It is not money. Because I saw mansions, beautiful cars, and people working, and I saw it was nothing. Just the picture of the marriage, or the sons, or the family, or a bigger poster, or a painting by a popular store that they are made by thousands, all the same, they will make, there's nothing in the life. They have nothing to show you. So be careful what you will have in the future. In your wall, you can have a beautiful painting just in reproduction. You don't need the money. How much costs a reproduction? There are reproductions for $20 or $10. But the best are 100, 100. And if you, it's better to have a bad original than a good copy. This is what we, you know, my pictures, when I am taking space, I say, you can copy, but never show it. This is for you. It's for your training. But never show, and don't give so allowed, etc. Because copy is following order. In theater, in ballet, in music, in art, the copy is necessary, but not to show. Not for context. You remember 3 days ago, 2 days ago, I was the judge for the public museum, and I have to judge the best work, and I have time to a copy. I can see with the copy, even if the copy comes to, because I see immediately what is the copy and what is something inside. from him, or directly from natural. The natural is a process to arrange the square, or the paper, or the garment, whatever it is. So, this is symmetry, remember. Now, I will tell you about technique. What I mean technique? ¿Cómo se dice pegamento? No, es invento, no, es glue. No, glue. The glue. The glue is what makes technique. This is the output. This is the job. This is the segment. With this, the black and the white here, and with these 5 colors, we can mix them and obtain 4,040 colors. With joining these 5 colors, black, yellow, red, blue, and white. With these 3 colors, we can make all the colors that I told you. And it could be for walls, it could be for paper, it could be for oil, for anything. So the technique of this is just this what the ancient painters could do. For the old paint. And then this was used as a medium, as a glue, also to sign this pigment. This pigment has to be mineral. You know, not organic. The organic are not good because they will destroy in media. Well, not immediately, but they don't support. Like acrylic. And once I have a discussion with some teachers that she says that the acrylic is now good as one. And if it has 100 or 200 years painted, you could assume that the acrylic is good. But not now. The acrylic is supporting 20 years at most. Maybe they are making an acrylic bed. But it has hundreds of years. You know, the painting this painting is painted by John, and it has 6, 7 more. 8 paintings. This is Giotto. Giotto was a painter who painted before the Renaissance. After him was discovered the oil. Not to bother them. Otherwise they would stop and we have a rest of 10 more minutes. Okay. So I will be quickly. This is the pigment. I told you about pigment. This is the oil. With the oil, you can mix with the painting and you will call the technique job, oil. We have the job, we have the oil, we have the water. But this is the Goya. This was painted by oil. You know, as I found when I saw that this line belongs to the old section directly to this side. And all the lines here. Also there are curves perfectly made. Like this. You know, even the wall is made in the line. You can believe what can you discover in this composition? This is the line, this is the line, this is the line, this is the old section. Can you imagine this feeling? I mentioned the design, and this is the other. It's amazing what they have done with even the modern painter. You can see the painter is not, has that composition. Yes, yes. That's it. This line are drawn. there are many lines. Well, that is what we need to adjust. This is what you need to see when you see it. This is Paul painter. This is Lani. This is like how they used to say that he painted when he's riding on a bicycle. This is not true. It's not true. He knows what he's making. You see? And you follow. See, if you find the red, this is another rule. You follow the blue, how it changes from clean to dark. To dark, the blue, now the orange, or the yellow. The orange is going from this to this, like it's nothing music. That is sound until the end. This is a baronet. Baronet is the painter. This is a little color but this map think that this is not an accident even in this round or one place. This is not this is a triangle. Basically, a few colors. Now we can buy these colors in any store. They are prepared before. The school was a teacher who has the pupils and the helpers to prepare the canvas, to prepare the wood, because the wood was very important from 3 or 4 centuries back, because they paint on a wood boiled in oil. They boil the material on a oil. After that, it is ready to be painted. This is why in the museum you see the glass, but there is a wood in the glass. And take a look at that. But now it's easy for us to buy this, and they have to bring blue from Prussia, red from Italy, or yellow from other places. But chromium is not used in the same because it comes from the this is regulated. As you see, all the painters use this line. I know that you have now a pretext here, and you will. This is even the last thing. This is not the only one. There are many of them. This is what we use for today. We use the brushes, we have the pencils, we have the China ink, we have the crayons. The crayons, they are made with wax and pigments that we saw. If you use gesso, you add some leather, some glue from rabbit, from cow, and then you will have the chalk that you use for the blackboard. The white chalk or the colored chalk. This is a Brumaire. But you see, this is an old paper foreigner. But you see the lines, they are so often. You see, if I come from here, I will have it. And from here, I will walk. You see, everything is adjusted. You can imagine how they are lovely when you see them adjusted. You see? You have the golden proportion. It's fantastic. So you have here this where I am talking. I am now discovering the black ink. No. This is what. You tell me when we are finished. So this is what I have studied. This is water. The water with three main techniques of water color. That means the medium is water and the blue is glucose. Glucose. So this is what we made the apparatus with the water color. En Italia es canvas. En español es acuarela. You see now we can buy everything on the shop. This is the water color. But you know, even in the water color, I have to use, this is mine, I made it, so I have to use the line. This is maybe you cannot see because this is my style. I made the things done after exactly the same color. It's the fish, the skin, and the flowers, part of water. This is the sculpture. The sculpture is made by a system, you know. This is a particle. This is American star. Imagine from one of the beautiful fantastic body. This is a monet. But monet also. These lines are not an accident. And you can point here and make with the compass the line. Because this is made by something. You don't look, maybe you distracting or looking for this. You see this line? This is the other. This is the other side. This is very, very strong, very good. So to make an sculpture, you know, we have to have the armor of steel. And then you cover it with plastic, with clay, with whatever it is, paper or whatever you want, and then you will have to make a mold to put it in wax. When you have in wax, this is named wax, lost wax. Lost wax means that they can make rings, geometry, because they made the mold and they made by wax. When you add the silver or the gold or the bronze, you cannot find. This is the only wax, but then you have it done. But they have still all together in the wall. Then make one hole and oil for it. They add the stone or the bronze and everything from one side, then go up and go the air and the walk down, because if you have to make several to find this. This is when paper paints a nose by the way this that was treated, so not that nobody make a nose. They make it perfect. So there is nothing. What you see what the last thing is? Time? Okay.
Well, thank her. Works are on display at the Brownsville Art League at least through Sunday or all the way through next week. Thank you.
Bye-bye, Eva. Thank you. All the way to the back, but I want you quiet. Because I don't want you to embarrass yourself or the class. You don't have to set you apart, move you apart. Okay, Daisy, we're both gonna have to wave high. You're gonna move, you have to wave high. Luis? Rojano? Hey, and don't corrupt them, okay, with your influence of making noise. Jaime, I want it quiet, just like him. He's the example for all of you. Hey, sir.
Good morning, Albert. How are you today? Good morning,
Ma'am?
my whole class.
Shadow brother.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. We're in 10 and 11. Okay. 10.
Mister, tell this girls to be quiet, please. They're very loud. Got you on tape. No, not here. Here, there, front, or right there.
Aquí atrás.
He has more experience. Let's put it that way. Put it down, over here. Hey, Recio. Listen up, please. Vamos a pasar.
All right.
We are very pleased to have Mr. Jose Salazar with us. Grand Marshal of the Taro Days Parade this year. He also has some of his work on exhibit at the Brownsville Art League right now, and it'll be open Saturday and Sunday from about 10 to 5. If some of you would like to go and see his work as well as the show that he just judged there. He has lots of information to let you in on in the art world, and you have quiet attention.
Yeah, quiet.
Welcome friends this year. I want to tell you something about the secret of the art. There are many secrets. In the past years, they used to have a group of painters or trying to be painted, students in other words. So they become a school, which is the school of Raphael, the school of Goya, a school of Rubens. Rubens used to have a big group of workmen. But before they have to find the colors to make it prepare the background, they have to draw, they have to study. But the secret, they were given only for the loved one, for the dear one, for the people who really they appreciate, or they see talent, because the talent is one thing that has to be in everyone. If you are an actor, you have to be talented to be different. This is only the gift to be different in something else. In the theater,
Teachers, please excuse the interruption. This is the last call for all graduating juniors and seniors. The last bus is here, and if you haven't boarded the bus, we are taking off in 5 minutes. Thank you.
So we are in the field that if you are in the movie, on the theater, or the ballet, or in the art, or in the writing, poem, poetry, you have to be adjusted to rules. It's not an accident what you think, what you make, anything. You have to be prepared and to discover the big secret that is vast in every word. I only can explain about art because painting because it's my profession. But I know how the music, the great music, the classical music can be shown, can be used for anyone. Or the ballet, I like to see the ballet, and I was telling in the last class that it's like a practice in the
discotheque. Like in the discotheque.
In the discotheque, this is what the ballet is because they have other figures, every movement they finish, they continue. It's not a circus that they can move or to have the exercise. The best form to enjoy the ballet is the separated figures that they do in every moment that they move. All together or the group. In the art field and the theater, they have important persons, like in the ballet also. They have an important person, maybe the second in couple, and then others in company, and the chorus at the left. Minimum. Then you will have the history, you will have the mood, you will have a tragedy or a happy thing, but always it's a central person, a central persona that is very important. You can be painting, we have to select the point, and here is the point. We have to choose the important subject, important matter, in a painting, and we have to choose in the divine proportion. This is what I'm glad you have seen this before here, and this line that here, this is what you see, the Parthenon was made of divine proportion. All the circles and squares with compass and the measurement that we have is marvelous. It's why many people watch the Mona Lisa has won too much money in Paris for that painting. You know, if you have this painting, everybody comes to see it. Yeah. Because it's what we say. Not the amount of the museum in the whole travel and spending and so everything. But you know, we have the same thing like poetry. The poetry has the rules that certainly work, that means something, and you have to fix them in such a way that they sound beautiful, musically, and intelligible, and feeling, and with Chinese feel that we feel with the liver. I think they are right. Because people think that they feel with the love, with the heart, excuse me. But the liver is the one that when we have something, we like butterflies when they send in a liquid to the stomach, and we have butterflies and scared or happy or and anything. So this is why they assure that the liver is sensitive, and maybe what we say that with the heart. Okay, whatever it is, I don't want to dispute it, that I am not the authority to do it. But the feeling is important thing for the painter, for the actors, for the musicians, for everybody who is dedicated to make happy to other people. You know, it's a way to say that we make happy other people. So what is the way to know all the rules, all the feelings that we have, to express it? It's not by accident. Nothing is by accident. At the beginning, and now we have to the pushing, I think the value to do it. Well, even if it don't work, people say that to be a painter is just to be lazy and drunk and not happy job, happy life. But Bohemia, you know, it's not true. We have to work, we have to think, we have to study, even if they don't pay at the beginning. But one rule, don't give nothing free. You think that is you thinking? No, it's because if you give something by nothing, they will not appreciate it. You make some drawing or some poem or something good, they have to give you something in reward. Because something, I don't need money, but something extra, because otherwise they will not appreciate it. They will travel like nothing. Other rule for to see the artist, when you come to a gallery or museum, don't see the painting like in online. I see the people going into the line, seeing the painting. This is not a good way, because you don't see nothing. There is a meaning that the person says to his couple, because run away, otherwise we will not see nothing. Anyway, they will not see nothing. Because if you are running to try to see everything in the museum, you will see nothing for a gallery. The recommendation is when you see a gallery or you see a museum, go for the paintings or for the sculptures that you like, only if you like it. Don't try to understand in that moment the things that you can able to understand. But if you go for the best that you like it, you will enjoy it more if you are trying to have a problem with trying to understand another aspect of silly painting that you think that they're silly. I explained in the other class that this is the important thing that we have. We have the drawing, we have the color, and we have the black and white, the human. And we have the theme, and we have the composition. The divine proportion is what makes everything. Everything makes this muscle. This is saying that this muscle is given by God. This is a divine proportion. So if we have a drawing with good composition, with divine proportion, can be an artist. If we have only colors with a drawing, with a theme, with a nothing, just painting, it is well balanced and it embraces Balance means that the colors have to be spread in different hues in the painting. I will show you when I show you the slide. And with them, but if you have all together, you will have an artist. But remember, you can see a painting that is captured in film with composition and your color, or your drawing, or your black and white. But it has to be well adjusted in the proper way. And you know what is the divine proportion? What we have in the frame. We are constructed in such a way that we could see if it's something ugly or something beautiful. You can explain why. You say, this I don't like it. If you don't like it, it's because your mind is not adjusted on this thing or this thing disturbing you. But we are created in such a way that we can admire the beautiful things even if we don't know how they are constructed. The generations have selected the best people that they like it as masterpieces during all the centuries. So we are going to see some slides to find out what is the we have the walk. We have the walk, and with the walk and the pigment, we have this pigment, this thing. But if we have here the black and we have here the white, we will have 40,400 colors. Only thinking the white and the black will be 3 colors. This walk, we have will be gluing the pigment. The pigment has to be mineral. If you add mineral, you will have prolonged life. If the colors are organic, they will die sooner or later. The pigment has to be perfectly adjusted to the glue. It is technique means the glue. If we have here this, we have the chalk, we have the Egyptian stone. This is water. With water, just plain water, with these 5 colors, we can make a mural. The mural is made only by adding the painting into the wood, to the wall. This is my English, very confusing. Even in Spanish, but in English is the wall. You know, you have the wall, and they cover with cement and sand, hard at the beginning and very fine at the last. When you are going to paint a mural, you have to have the hard wall dry, but the last one, the last cake of fine sand and fine cement, you will have at left, but only the part, the section that you want to paint. Once you have the space that you are going to paint, that you think that you are going to paint, then just take with brush, water, and a pigment. Just add the line or left, and the wall will take it inside. This is why we call fresco painting. This fresco are painted well from ancient. I don't know exactly what has the Palmyra caves and the French caves and the Spanish caves that they have around 400,000 or some years old. They have many years old, and they have a skin. You can see. I don't know what they until now. It's only supporting what they have. The glue, the adding, the pigment. They describe it for hunting or animals. The Altamira hunting and breed, many things. But they was painted by an by artists, of course. But the fresco is long centuries that is made. Raphael, Miguel Angel has a beautiful fresco. Before them, there are other frescoes in Pompeii, and there are frescoes in also, I think, in the case in the pyramids of Egypt. And then the Sumerian has some frescoes. But also they use tiles, small tiles to make drawings. This is before the Middle Age. Before the Middle Age, the crosses painted to the Renaissance used yogurt. But the water also is for to make water colors. We have to add glucosa. The colors that you use, they are made by glucosa and pigment, and they have to be in the watercolor. The watercolor has a rule. You have to let the white paper when you need it white, and you have to let them the watercolor feel transparent. That's not to be so heavy, because if you add too much, that will be a different technique. That will be named it another way. It's a medium, the medium technique. How do you call it in the medium? When it's not acrylic, it's not like wash, it's not aquarella. The medium, it's the other different medium. When you add oil, this is a watercolor. Okay. But you know, this is a sculpture. This is, you know, the sculpture, this is Miguel Angel, La Piedad, that somebody hit the hand because he wants to pass to the posterity after the sculpture of the great master Miguel Angel. But, you know, that's a stupid thing to try to pass to the history, destroying things when we can pass on constructing a better world, beautiful things. This is the best way, not the opposite. This is Quadrique. Quadrique is a sculpture made by chisel, and the other was made by marble. And this is the Mexican god that is to represent. I am pointing the house because I am thinking the symmetry. The symmetry is one side, it's like other, It's like if you draw the half and turn the paper and you can have symmetry. And this is the way that we are constructed, but this is almost constructed symmetry, because we have different, if we are line an axle between us, we find that one side is different from the other side. Even in the assurement, even in form, we have a bit different to the other. The eye different, the mouth is different from here to every side is different. And this is what is the beauty. This is what we construct. These things with symmetry were different in one side. Here is the Monet. But I have to talk to you about the divine proportion. He painted this cathedral several times in different hours. In different hours, he painted in the morning, painted in the middle of the day, in the sunset, and almost in the night, because he wanted to show how the light changed. Because the Impressionists painted the light, they went out. Before them, the painter has to be into the study, making dark colors, making everything, but in some way don't use the real light. And the Impressionists, they went up. You know why they call it Impressionists? Because his name, Monet, show a painting and show in one show or in another collective show, and he said the name of the painting Impression, with the sun and the ocean. And he said, this is Impression. And the critic, that almost to insult him, insult all of his group, which is the Sam, Van Gogh, Gauguin, Sibley, Pizarro, and many painters who belong to the Gauguin, I mentioned Gauguin, who belong to the Impressionist group. So this is why they almost try to insult them, but at the beginning, at the end, they find that this is a very nice group of painters. You know, people think that the painters are like Van Gogh, that they died poor and they died, but these men have been protected by his brother Theo, and his brother Theo takes everything and he says, don't do nothing except to paint. I have faith you are the best painter. So he tried to make himself, and Theo was supporting him and the group of Impressionists because he wants to make a boom with them. But unfortunately, Van Gogh was sick and he suicide. And after that, Theo can support in 6 months more. Theo died. But the Impressionist movement was made. And this is what we have made. And Van Gogh used to have these paintings in the wall in the night, waiting somebody to take them to home. In other words, he don't want to give it, but he wants somebody like it. Now they are costing in Japanese days $400,000 million. 400 million for dollars for the pen. Can you imagine this? Here, before we have the sculpture, we have to make a structure and to add with the plastilina, and clay or gesso or whatever, paper, and then you cover with the wax, and then you have the model. So I also have time to ask some questions. I can, if I can, to ask. I will try to answer. Then we have the wax, a casting. This has to be destroyed when we have to add sand over to make a mold, and then to add the bronze or silver or gold. This is what the jewelry makes. The two have told me that the brush that we have here is made by this wax lost ball. Now we have the founded figure. This is the Madonna with the Venus from the last painting was given because in that epoch nobody wanted to accept. But these lines are this is what I mean. This is the whole section. This point. This is what is here. The golden rectangle. You know what is mensurity? We multiply, thank you. We multiply this side for 6.18. We multiply and we obtain this point. Or from here to here. Same, we pass the same side to here to make the straight line. And we have to measure this line. When we have the 6.18, we have this form here. And from here, the same. So this is the God section. This is what is made by the masterpiece. And all the lines have to be adjusted to this line. You can see this line going to one important point. This one here. Here there is the measuring this part. But you see from here to there, this painting was a little cut from this side. You know, when the picture is taken, sometimes they don't adjust exactly the center. This is why this line is going here and this comes here. So we need this part of the painting. All the lines are adjusted from here to there. And you see, once you have the line, you can go from one side to the other. This is especially because when we something, we have to be guided by the artist to some place. All the time, the line has to be in the point. Here the point is in this area. This is the central point, the portrait. It's not in use as you have seen. It's a portrait in the mirror. Well, not the portrait, excuse me, it's seen to the mirror. This is important. So the portrait is here, and everything, every line is coming here. All the lines have to pass here, from here, for to show, for to give the best of the painting, as I told you in the theater. So here we have the same line here. I am pointing the divine proportion. I guess you can see it from where you are. Now, I made the drawing with the mathematically made this line. And this is the head. Except the head acts like if you are making circles over your face. Then everything goes to one side to the other. So we can play with it all the way up, all the way up. So if you want to see a masterpiece, just use a paper or the hand like this, and you will see the lines. They are adjusted or not. That is helpful for to know. For to use it, we use it unconsciously. We use this with our brain unconsciously. This is the rendición obrera from Velázquez. Here, this is a very good sample of the divine proportion. You see? This square is the same size for this, and the same size this square for this, and this is for alike to this and alike to this. So in other words, it's harmonic, the square. Then we have four lines that go from one side to the other, from here. You know, it's not an accident that this line come here and this goes here. It's not an accident. This is big secret of the master. Any line is marked. You know, I marked the principal line because I want not to make confusion. I don't want to confuse you with this. But I wanted it like with this because it's a divine proportion. What I mentioned you very important thing. You can see here, in the other I have separated the colors because here the colors yellow, red, and brown are the important. And here is the line more defined. You may find also, if I point, I have a compass and I make a picture over here, I could put word or here or there. We can count out of this to why this color in the ancients, the master has to mean the colors, the pigments, and to make them pure, and to bring from Russia, from Poland, from Venice. We have the red Venice. Its name is still blue from Prussia, Venice red, and Fernet Umber. My English, sometimes I cannot pronounce the word, but here is my studio. You know, I made this painting following all the lines as you see, and I use palette lines. I don't use rocks, but I don't make big painting on it. I have very soft textures because I don't want it to become breakable after with the time. So I use this I have around 80 palette knives of different sizes. Some of them are like mason solid line.
Trowel.
Trowel.
Trowel, major trowel,
Trowel.
smaller palette.
This is small. So this is what I use. And here I have a glass. And you know, I have rags and things. So I mix my colors, and I am finding the best color. I extend the color. I said, well, this has to be mixed with yellow, with this red. But I want the exactly orange that I need. So I spray the color, and I take what I need, and the other I have to throw. Sometimes I think that I throw more painting than I use in the canvas, because I think it's electric. Now, I use the Divine Proportion here. Here, this is the design. I use this design, and also the other. This is a natural compass. This is for mixture, for exactly. But this one has the Divine Proportion point. If I open from this side, I will have the Divine Proportion on this side. Can you believe it? But this works. It works. I have not to make to every canvas or every square. I just open my compass because I have the point of this Divine Proportion, and immediately I have on the other side the answer. This is the answer. I have the wall section here, and here. And I have the drawing. Now I have to adjust everything, every line, every color to the Divine Proportion. See? I am adjusting the red. I decided to start with the red. And what is the opposite to red? The blue. The opposite absolutely is green, but the good one is red. So the blue. So I will wear on red and blue, but I have to, like to make the notes, in fact, I have to add other notes to accompany the notes to make it. So I have blue here, but you see, I am having the phone. I have to adjust every line to the Divine Proportion. You will see here, also here. You will see these are the lines, the two flags are on this line, and all the lines are here. I adjusted this painting that I bring to here for the shadow ready. You see, now I have to add the green, but not the green has to be a green with yellow. Otherwise, it will be like crap. So I have to adjust the colors fine to have good green, to have beautiful colors. Otherwise, it will be like a decoration. You know? Now I have this. First I started with the red, then the blue. Now I have to add the contrast between the blue and the red, which is the violet here. So I have any place I have to figure out with the same color, because I decided that the most important colors will be red and blue. Here is more or less what I have done, but you still see the continuation of lines. But you know, I have to disappear everything. Otherwise, it will be easy. Otherwise, we will not pay attention because this is nothing. But if this is the finished painting. You see, you could now know that it's made by this. This is the way that if I am painting quickly. So here we have the painting of the name, the brother's name. Now the painting can fit because that was some other, it's too wide, so it can be fit. But the name here, you see the painting, the line. This is the God section. I have marked everything. All the way down, all the way. Unfortunately, the original. This is the way that I make the lithograph. I have a stone like this. I have a few stones, different sizes. I have the stone, and I draw with a greasy pencil, with grease. The lines that I make, they will continue, they will appear in the paper when I press it. And I have to add water in the rest of the stone, otherwise the ink will be inside. But if I have the ink and the water don't go together. They separate like the oil and the water. If they are oil, this is oil, and we have to move it. I have to have the help because it's okay. I have to make 200 to finally to have only 100 or 70 or whatever, and I have to mark them down what amount of this lithograph made on hand I have made. And we have to be honest, because if you see a print, there is mathematically, mechanically made with photographs that separate the yellow, the green, the red, the blue, and the black. And then they make a selection, color selection, and that you can make thousands, millions of one reproduction of it. But this is very difficult, and I use 8 colors. Every color takes me to draw and to pass the 200 leaves of sheet of paper, and with it take away, and then come again with other colors. This is mainly one color. This is brown. But you see, I have the drawing, and I have to copy the drawing exactly. This is what many of them have to be destroyed. Now this is in black. So this is written in the 8 colors. This is lithograph, but you see all the lines are adjusted, everything, and the movement has to be movement, they have not to be static. A good drawing, if you want, that this don't make it static. It has movement all the way. Because we have to adjust the line. This is why these fingers are pointing in space, and the other side. This is the Venus of Cristiano. Now you will see immediately the line going. And this is not part of the one.
All right, give it up.
So beautiful. That's the thing to see. This is one of the better drawing paintings that exist in the last century. And it's written in English. So you see, this is the dot. It's resulting the section. So you see, the line goes with the back, with the shoulder. It's not an accident. Even in this piece, it has adjusted the voice. This is drama. This is Sardanapalus dying. And of course, in that relief, they have to kill their wife, his wife, and his horses, and everything is died with him. So this is what you see. This is an arrow. A point like this. Everything is pointing to him. He is the one that he died. And here you see this man is killing his horse, this man is killing his wife. Well, one of his wives, the others are there. He will be killed. And this is the drama. But you know why this is drama? Because the lines are crossing like this. You see? All here. This is the mass, and the mass produces this effect. This is more tranquil. This is a murillo. This is more like an egg. And the line. But this simple thing apparently. But the blue changes into a small blue to the dark blue. And this angel is also going in other colors. Apparently it has only 2 colors or 3 colors. But this is the beautiful thing. This is Joseph William Turner. This name is usually also a dramatic because this here is a skeleton, a person there lying on a horse. But this name was discovered in some way by his countryman John Ruskin, who used to say, of 1,000 faces, one knows that this divine proportion exists. 1,000. Or one in 1,000 who knows that this exists is applied. He uses it. Because every line here is used by him. And 1,000 of paintings, you show the amount. We are thinking about millions in painters in all the world. Only one becomes a genius. This is why in the last century we have only the sun as the best composer, the best person who used the divine proportion. And in this century we have Picasso, we have Dali, using this as the composition. You see, this is Turner again. But now, I am sure you can distinguish immediately the line. That is more, and the same. This is a dramatic scene. This is a sinking. This is a storm. So, you see the line crossing. And this is making confusion. This is what is confuses this. And this is why the power of painting. Other paintings are more quiet, more tranquil. So this has a few with more horizontal lines. More horizontal lines means quiet, means peace. Lines like this means falling or movement. And lines like arrows give a direction that the one of which has been of Satanapa dying. We call this is another, not pay attention to the just pay attention to the lines and to the composition. And this is, you painted too. One red and one orange. The noon is better. I have it with me. But unfortunately I don't have it because when I am in the museum, when I am in the street, I buy a slide or take my own slide to have the event. So this is Rembrandt God of Night. Ronda, not una ronda de noche. I don't think in English it could be night watches. So this is the night watches. Rembrandt was a very good painter who painted the darkness. People say that painted the darkness. I think he painted the light because he made all dark and the light is so beautiful. But in addition, he knows how to compose. I mentioned you the symmetry here. I mentioned you the composition. I mentioned you there is a people where everything important here. And the bad story about this. The person paid for him to make the painting. And some important people pay more. And you know what he did? For his composition, for his need, set them over there, or here, or there, and they were so angry. because how? They are very important and they pay more. Why? They have to be here, of course. And maybe this guy don't pay him too much. So why this object is so important and not like him? And this is what becomes a dramatic thing for him. He don't pay, he don't receive nothing, and he was spoiled and paid. But anyhow, he worked with his wife, he worked with his own person as the model, and he worked always and he made beautiful things. Here we have Velázquez. Antonio Velázquez is here. He is Spanish, he was Spanish, he was not even protected by the government in Spain. Goya has to go some way because he was the king of the country and he was protected by the king. But anyone, you see, he used everything. And he made not only that, he made squares, small squares. From small to big ones. He perfected himself here, painting. He did it with his uncle, he included the uncle over there. But you see the square? Different size. Different size. So in other words, this is one painting made by a square. It's like if you are square, you add a square to the map, and then add the figure. This is Infanta, which means the daughter of the king. Here we have also Gauguin. Gauguin was a painter who went to Haiti and he lost his life, poor life. But he was a man of man who runs money. But he decided to be an artist, and he left the family, he left everything, and at the beginning he was Sunday painter. But at last he decided to work on painting, but you know, people think that they don't know to learn how to paint. He and Van Gogh are the horses, the battle horses, or the people who mention that you don't need to know how to paint. But this is not true. They have friends as Cézanne, as Monet, as people that really knows to paint, and they are friends, and they communicate with each other. Can you need a master if you have a friend master? This is why they become big painters, not going to a regular art school. But now we don't have many friends to talk to each other because we are like in a convent or in a cave painting. We are alone. We don't have nothing to around us to help because we don't accept help in the principal way. Here is, you see, this is Baladon. Susan Baladon was a woman. And one of the good women that become an artist. The women can be also artists. This is from her, Susan Baladon. But of course, she was very close friend of the guy. She has many friends, artists. So she went to the school of Paris, and she went to study, so she became an artist. Even this art that you see, they have so many, even design. So everything is adjusted, everything is beautiful. Here we have the Divine Raphael. This is the fresco painting. So we have here the half. As a signature, we can have the negative. We can have the other points. The only thing that I don't want is to start to bring closing well. I in the middle of between me and the. This is why I am trying to explain that this is that you want to say. This is not an accident. If I could make line like this, to make lines like this. But, excuse me for to make, I am so stupid. It's yours to follow. I am not making, I am pointing you. Some people ask me, did you have this for to copy the painting? You have this line or for to no, this is for to enjoy it. And you have to clean away that nobody see at first sight. The painting has something message to you. You need, in some way, the people comes to you. You don't try to judge a painting. Let the painting comes to you. The painting has too much to say, and I have nothing to say to you now. Thank you. I am free to answer you any questions that you have. Don't be shy.
Does anybody have any questions?
Okay.
Does anybody have any questions? Any other questions?
What are you first, lady first. What do you want to do?
Sir, do you do all those paintings? If you do all those paintings, the ones that you had upstairs.
Yes, I only made one, the one that I depicted with the line.
Ay, sir, no that. I
I only made that only one, and maybe the two water photos here. The others are for great things. Michael? Thousands of drawings. If I have made hundreds of paintings.
Which is the most expensive one?
The one that I have made tomorrow.
What's the feature, man?
What's the highest value of a painting so far of yours?
What's the highest price of one of your paintings so far?
For the moment, not much for me. You know, the painting has the value that the artists don't give. Because one collector says to me, you never know which is the best. You think that this is the best, but we know which is the best. And you know who gives the prize? Nobody. This is truly. If they accept the work, they will pay. And to me, I am young running between 5,000 and 25,000. But, you know, not much of my home. But that's me, you know. I have to pay to the leaders, I have to pay to the... But anyway, I am growing and writing. So I have a painting that costs 5,000.
Are any of your drawings in any museum?
Well, I have paintings in some museums. I have in Chicago, I have in California, I have in Japan, I have in Mexico, I have in California, and Massachusetts, in Loyola University, and I hope to be more. If I was in many museums, I would cost 100,000 minimum, or maybe 400,000. It all depends. The value is the rent that you are going. You know, I have seen people that ask 500,000, 500,000, because they think that they value that. But if the people pay, they value. If they don't pay, you can ask a medium and nobody will give it to you.
How did you begin to paint?
Myself? Well, you know,
Was it because of one painting or because of so many paintings?
no, you know, it's you know, maybe because I have one personal style with knowledge. You see that the painting has 10,000 and one more secret that has to be included in the painting. I knew that when I was a student, and I tried to apply everything to them. Finally, I decided that I don't have any style. So I was so sad because I finished school, I have a scholarship, I won the prize. I was happy. I was nobody. In other words, my paintings could be from any person, not connected. One day I discovered that if I joined the classes with the model, and I discovered that using the palette knife I can give touches. I'm sorry that I don't bring one painting with me, because if using one of my paintings in magnifying glasses very near, you will not see nothing. You will see only a spot of painting. You will see only a spot in painting. But here is because this painting is this big and is reduced. But these are drops of painting. And you see a drop and you will see a line. Sometimes I make a face and I give just a palette knife like this, and I have the face. For the figure, I have this figure with just palette knife. With just and people think that it's very easy because I use the palette knife. No, have to be clean, have to clean it, and then you put. But this is why I take away the painting, because I give the exact color to set into the camera. You see, this horse and this charro and this Texan cowboy, this I only spot. I invite you to see the painting. For the moment I have it in the Art Museum, I think the entrance is free. See? And then it will be passed to the First National City Bank, my first show, and then you will see, come close when you want to see the palette knife, and go over there, and you will see every detail and more than you can see, because every time you see the painting again, you will discover figures. And you know, this is why maybe people is wanting my painting, because I am, you know the price of the originality? I am original in the whole world, in the way that I do. Maybe this is why. Because one day I was in the mountain of painters, and Vincent Price collector come to find a painter or painter in Mexico City. Then we went 350 painters taking 2 paintings each one, because he wants to buy Mexican paintings. So this 350 persons, we arrived to the place, to the big salon, and to give 2 paintings, and they give a receipt to us. So and they said, come back in 8 days. Well, I come back in 8 days, and I saw a big line, and I formed it in the line, and I saw the line passing the painters with the 2 paintings in their hand. 1 painting in each hand. Or maybe 2 in the same way. But then I saw like a parade, you know, I see them coming and coming. When I arrived, they said, you go there because you have a check. How many have a check? Okay. Then people come to see my painting, they buy my painting, and you don't believe I sold my painting. All years ago, in $40. So I sold for $40. 1 year after, I received a newspaper for one of my customers from Canada for Toronto. That is book written about myself in 2 languages, and the coming is maybe in 3 languages, in English, Spanish, and Portuguese. So this is becoming with pictures and, and then I started to travel. It's not easy, it's not, believe me, I have traveled in it, so. From Lopez High School, Jose Salazar. Una más. Thank you. Thank you. No, el placer es mío que me invitan a gente que le gusta el arte. ¿Entiende esto? You invite me here. Oh, because my element, and I love to speak about this, things that I love, and to find people who like it, I'm trusted.
The painting of yours that you showed us in development, what's the name of that painting? The one that you showed us by you, the one where you showed us
she don't know how to read. Sorry.
And where is it? Is in Brownsville? Where? Oh, okay.